Taewon looked so red, as if he was about to explode. He lunged towards Yeonjun with his aiming fist and swinging at Yeonjun with all his might. Yeonjun dodged it by ducking under, and by the time he was back up, he used the chance to punch Taewon hard on the lips. Taewon stumbled back. His bloodshot eyes couldn't believe he would get this much hit in one day, and on top of that, Yeonjun's punch hurts like hell. He held aside his lips where the punch landed as he could taste the blood inside his mouth. He took a glance at the door and saw the members of TXT already have his men down to their knees. He snapped Yeonjun an angry look, eyes bulging like it was about to pop out. Seeing that there's no way to fight Yeonjun, Taewon backed away with a warning glare. Then he bailed out the door as his people followed behind. Yeonjun wiped his hand together as he muttered inside his breath. He turned towards me and immediately froze with a stunned face. Seeing my eyes locked at him, he might wonder how long I have been staring. "I cannot steer, my savior? How did you know I was in trouble?" He didn't answer. In fact, he seemed flustered, like I'm going to find out something about him if I keep staring. I am curious even more now. I feel like asking him about last night. Oh. I slowly touched my cheek as I tried to stand. A sharp pain struck my ankle and I fell back. Ow. Yeonjun sent me a worried eye and was already kneeling down to me. The pain affected even more as I tried to touch my ankle, which led to a painful expression on my face. The silence of Yeonjun made my eyes turn to him and found him in rage. I caught him by the arm before he was about to storm off. "No! Don't you know his father? You will get in trouble." "But I care." His angry face slowly disappeared as my cheeks turned bright red in embarrassment. I blurted out without realizing it. "Ugh, good job, Minji. The least thing I wanted was to give him the wrong idea." Taewon is not going to tell his dad at this point, but if you break his leg, I wouldn't be so sure. Then a voice came from the door. I think his name is Taehan, and he is one of the TXT members. I let go of Yeonjun fast and shook my head. No, it's fine. My friends, they're coming back. They can help me." He was already putting my arm around his shoulder and lifting me up. You know, at this moment, it was supposed to be romantic, like in a drama, when the heroine first have a heartbeat, experiencing love for the first time, and everything else seems to be in slow motion, while love was in the air everywhere. But in reality, it was the most awkward and uncomfortable moment ever on the planet. Try to be lit by a tall dude, for goodness gracious. Nurse Ross was out for a moment. Maybe she went out to enjoy the festival. Yeonjun slowly put me on one of the nurses' beds. I didn't want to take any more of Yeonjun's time, so I told him to go back and I'll wait for Nurse Ross. He seemed uneasy to leave me here alone, but I told him it's fine. He walked to the fridge and opened it. He grabbed 2 bags of ice. He knelt down and slowly lifted my injured leg and placed it on his step stool. He handed me a bag of ice. I took it and thanked him. He then placed the other bag of ice on top of my ankle. I stared at his every move while raising the bag of ice to my swollen cheek. Why? Why can't I read him? Why is it so difficult to read this hot dude? snapped back from my thoughts. Huh? Yeonjun scanned me everywhere on my face with concern and shook his head. I gawked at him as he turned to leave, but I caught his arm again. I'm fine, for real. You call my... Wait, how do you even know my name? Do we know each other? Why are you talking to me like you know me? Yeonjun opened his mouth to say something, but instead he froze as if something caught his tongue. He blinked at me a couple of times. Like I would let him go. He seemed too suspicious to let it pass. I held him tighter as he tried to pull away. Yeonjun, last night wasn't a dream, right? He shot me 2 pairs of wide eyes. It was at that moment he knew he messed up. He jerked away from my hold with a force that got me sending to the ground. The pain on my ankle striking me from the fall, and I feel like I'm gonna die. It hurts a lot. He turned back at me with a concerned face, and without hesitant, he leaned down, trying to help me up. I stopped him by giving him a little push. Are you trying to kill me? I asked, hitting him a little. My anger was starting to show. He didn't say anything. He was more worried about my ankle. It was my chance. While he wasn't aware, both of my hands were now gripping on his collar. I held him tight so he wouldn't run away. His eyes engaged with mine, and I could feel he was taken aback by letting himself get caught. Tell me, we had seen each other last night, did we? He struggled for something to say, avoiding eye contact. He said, after a few seconds passed, Are you gonna lie to me? My voice was tight in a threatened way, which made him sour his face. I can't read him, but I know something about him for sure. That is, he can't lie. He finally let out a breath. I smirked. Jackpot! I knew it! I knew I didn't dream of it! He said annoyingly. I let go of him and he adjusted his collar. So what happened? Did someone unlock the door for us last night? How come I don't remember anything after? My voice faded as my memory went back to the image of the scary, rotten, and bloody Yeonjun. I got chills all over my body